Well, today on Do the Math, we have a special feature. Today we're going to be featuring students that were part of the stock market game last year during spring of 2021. And right now we've got the second place group, Sorsha Wagner. Come on up. Riley Hone, who is not available with us today, and then Arya Pandya. Arya, come on up. And, well, let me put the medals. I need these guys over here. There you go. Now, those aren't the only things you get, okay? So I'm not sure what size t-shirts you girls probably are. So it starts with small, and then medium, large, and extra large. So what I'd like you to do is grab a t-shirt, okay? As soon as you're through with the t-shirt, come on over, and there's some other things for you to grab as well, all right? So head on over, grab a t-shirt. So that's just to put your medal back in. Here's a bag with some other items in it. And here is another bag for you to put all of your stuff in. So while you're here right now, do you remember some of the stocks that did well for you?
I think Roblox was one of the stocks we did well on.
And what made you decide on Roblox? What was it about Roblox that you decided to buy that?
It just released, so we thought that it would be it would be rising right now at the moment.
Right, because remember we talked about the IPOs, right? As soon as a company comes out, everybody wants a little bit of it, so the price is going to go up. So that did pretty well for you. Was there something else besides Roblox that did pretty well, or was there anything that you saw that didn't do well and you had to get rid of it?
I think Petco also did well because it was also released recently.
Okay, good. Do you girls think you might invest at some point in the future when you become a little bit older?
Yeah, possibly.
Yeah.
Okay, did you have fun with the game?
Yeah.
Good. Well, I'm glad you had fun with it. Well, congratulations on your second place finish, because we know there were a couple hundred teams in this thing, and you guys did pretty well. So congratulations on that. Nicely done. All right. Go ahead, have a seat, and then we will bring up our first place. So the difference between second place and first place was, I think, less than 1% of growth. So that's how close these things are. They go to the hundredths place as far as the percent of growth all the time. So the winners for 2021 for the Los Angeles region stock market game, Mason, come on down. Ina. And Ashley, come on down. All right, so let me get your blue ribbons. There you go, Ashley. Oop. Congratulations. Ina, congratulations. Mason, congratulations. So, if you guys want to grab a t-shirt, the best size you think, and then come on over to the table and grab one of the other items. How difficult was it for the three of you to always agree on what you were going to purchase for the stock market game? Extremely difficult. Why was that?
There were many stocks, and they were just growing, but they were also decreasing at a tough rate for us to keep up at. But we had to agree on several different stocks that we had in mind. For example, GameStop, we didn't really think of that, but then we thought that it was a good idea to get it, since
So you're saying yes it was, and you were saying no it wasn't.
At the time I was like no, and then the next week it had risen a bunch, so you're like, yeah, let's buy more. And
Yeah.
I think we bought like 250 at that point or something.
At first it was really low, but then it started rising a lot. And we thought that we should have bought it because one of the reasons why were because COVID-19 and other reasons why, because GameStop was gonna close and a lot of people were gonna buy some stuff in a lot of areas.
Do you remember what the price of the stock was when you bought it?
I think it was around 50, but when we looked at it first, it was around 15, but it was, I don't know, when we actually bought it, I think it was around 50.
I remember watching the news and seeing it drop so much, so that on our next gate day I told them we should buy it. It was at 40 when we actually bought it.
Good. That's another reason why we watch the news in class every day, right? So we know what's going on worldwide, see how these things in the world and the news affect the stock market, and then you guys made good stock market decisions based on the news, which is exactly what I wanted you guys to do. So any other thoughts about how the game went? Anything that happened that you thought maybe brought you down a little bit or you had to fix?
I don't really remember that stuff, but I remember that when we did invest in GameStop, I think we were really low in the rankings.
Yeah, we were
Like,
somewhere
we
around
were
80.
basically getting an F currently.
Yeah, we were somewhere around 100 or 80, and we decided we should try to like find some really good stocks that could maybe like rise up, and we were kind of like searching.
Because it was in the middle of the game, so we
Yeah.
decided just to like
Right, because out of
to the wind, I guess.
the 10 weeks, you guys said you bought it on week 5.
Yeah.
And you were way down in the rankings, and that helped get you guys back up. And then luckily, you were able to hold on enough and get first place.
Before that, none of our other stocks were actually making us a profit. We just kept going down.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were just like they rose, but not by too much money, like probably like $2 or $3 the most. But they didn't rise up a lot, and when we brought GameStop, that's when we started getting up in the game, and we started rising in our like levels basically.
Okay, good. Well, congratulations. You guys did a fine job on that, and hopefully you had fun playing the game. And will any of you invest or think about it when you get a little bit older?
I was like,
Yeah.
probably won't just throw caution to the wind and invest
Yeah.
in something like GameStop.
Like
Well-
maybe searching or like maybe just try to like search about it, see if it's a good idea to get it or not.
Well, this is just the beginning for you guys, so congratulations on that. Nicely done. Now, we have one other student in here. John Paul is here, and John's like, well, I'm not really sure what's going on because I'm not on the first place or the second place team. Do you guys remember during the year when I had you write an essay towards the end of the year about the stock market, about your long and short-term goals? Do you remember that? Okay. So you had to write an essay on your short and long-term goals, who they would benefit. Okay? Like if you said, oh, this is my long-term goal, well then who would that benefit? Then you had to design a portfolio that would be diversified enough to satisfy both your short and long-term goals. And all of the students had to turn in an essay because it was done for a grade. None of you were aware that this was part of a contest because I don't want you writing as if you're writing for a contest. I want you writing for the prompt and the assignment itself. So what happens is all of the students write an essay. Now, I can't submit all of the essays because then they would never be able to read all of them. If they took all of the essays from all of the teachers playing all of the stock market games, there would be thousands of essays coming in. So what I do is I take all of the essays and I grade them all for you guys, and then you get your grades. But then what I do is I take the top 10%, let's say. So if there's 150 sixth grade GATE students, I take about 15 of the essays that I think were the best. I submit those to the national contest. We've never had anybody place in the national contest. I don't even know how many places they recognize. It could be the top 10 or whatever. I don't know how many they even recognize because we've never had anybody place. This is the first year that we've had somebody place in the national contest. You had no idea that you were being entered into a contest, did you? All right. Well, John Paul placed 4th nationally in the contest. Come on down, John. Nicely done. So here's this. Now, before I start putting on your blue ribbon and your trophy and things, do you remember anything about the essay right now?
Not really, but I remember that it helped me a lot determine my goals, and it really helped me think about my future and how I wanted to live it, like all my goals, and so it really helped me prepare for it.
Do you remember either of the goals? Because I have your essay, but do you remember the short or long-term goal?
I can't remember specifically my goal.
Okay, well, I remember the short-term goal you had was a good computer.
Oh, yes.
Do you remember why the computer was a big one?
A computer is very important because I thought it would benefit me. Like in high school, I would have to get all reports done, and if distance learning was still around, I would have to go on Zoom. And in college, it would be especially important, my essays, my online classes, all that. It was is very important.
And your long-term goal, I was surprised at this because a lot of students have computers and save up for college and cars and things like that. Your long-term goal was your retirement.
Yes.
And can you tell me a little bit about that?
Retirement is very important for planning because I have to decide how much I want to spend on my present day life and how much I want to save for my later day life. So that's very important. Retirement, it's like a life vest in life. I have to decide how much of my money I want to save for the future, so I'm ready for it when it comes.
And how old are you right now? Because you're in 6th grade.
I'm 11. I'm about to turn 12.
So you're 11 years old and you're already thinking about your retirement.
Yes.
Nicely done. I wish I was 11 years old when I started thinking about my retirement, but nicely done. Congratulations on that. John Paul, here's your blue ribbon. And you've got some other items here, but this is a pretty nice one too, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. So why don't you hold that? We'll have the guys grab a